We're gonna do a quick audio check. We got the cat cam. Quick audio check. Quick audio check. Test 1 2 check check. Test 1 2 check check. Test 1 2 check check. Okay, that seems pretty good. How do you like that view? That's a nice view. That's right. This is Bistream. Best in slot cat. Sanchi, what's up, dude? Woo. We're just gonna let that cat sink in to everyone's subconscious real quick. Yes, enjoy. Enjoy. Oh, he's really putting on a show. Yeah, buddy. Get it. Clean it real good. Yep. Oh, yeah. Demonetized? You're internet famous now, buddy. Alright. Enough of that. That's not PG rated. Fix this. I don't know how good my camera angle is gonna be today. Fix that up a little. I had to move my whole rig and stuff. It's not as good as it used to be, but we got parts. We got keyboards. Here it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. It is keyboard building time. Yeah. This is a process. It's going to take maybe... I actually don't know how long this is going to take. Could be maybe an hour or two. I don't have to do any switch lubing, so that cuts out about 4 hours of work. I'm going to make sure I've got all the information I need here. Alright, so check it out. For those of you who haven't seen this thing yet, let's just take a quick peek at the old boy here. There's your switches. Very nice. Pre-lubed and filmed. I'm very happy about that. God bless. Really hate doing those. And we got this absolutely beautiful purple anodized housing. I think it's going to look really nice with the black accents. And these orange switches. I think this is such a cool color. Very cool. We're going to keep that nice and safe in here for now, though. We don't need that just yet. Real thing we need to do first. That's the plate. This is the PCB. Yep, buffalo chicken flavored switches. Yeah, I don't want to lube anybody's switches. Okay. PCB is white. That's interesting. Okay, I really tuck it in there. Come on now. Okay, very secure packaging. Good to know. So, very important step. Make sure we're not DOA. And to do that, we are going to test the PCB, which I have not done before starting this stream, so let's hope everything's Gucci. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna start up VIA before I even do this. Whoa! Wait a minute, I have a better way to do this. Whoa! Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay. Let's see what we get here. That's a good sound and a good look. We've got it. Okay. Now we go. Check this out. Look at the so I think you were saying this has like some built-in indicators already, and they're here. You can't really see that. There. So I think there's probably a caps lock or something going on there. I hope I don't have to flash this. That red color is... we'll see. We can go... Keyboard tester. Oh, God bless. Cat cam technology. There will be more cat cam, I can assure you of that. Let's get the sounds. I like the sounds on. Okay, here we go. Let's test it. Oh, that's good. Things are working. So far, so good. Backspace, 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 delete. All right. There's a little something going here. Oh, there might be. Okay, so this board doesn't have all in-switch LED support, but it does have a caps lock here, LED there, and it looks like something here, but I don't know what that is. Not sure. That's next to the tab key, so I don't know what would go there. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so that's the escape. Yeah. Pre-flash, very good. Tab, Q, W, E, R. T Y I O. Good, good, good. Get that guy too. Get whatever this key is gonna be. It's the home key. Now let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Wait. Watch the light. Aha! Caps lock. So it does have caps lock there. And I'm guessing this is also, I could put an LED here to make a caps lock indicator here as well. Potentially. Well, what was this? Oh, that's ISO layout. Left shift. Yeah, left shift. Oh, that what? Okay, that's spacebar for some reason. Right shift. Up arrow. Let's do the arrows. Yeah. Oh god. Left control. Left Windows. Yeah. Now my Windows key is activated. Not ideal. Now we got left Alt. This should be spacebar. Spacebar. Right Alt. I don't know what this is going to be. This is probably a function key. And then these arrows we did. Let's just make sure that function key is there. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just leave it. I think we're good. PCB's looking great. Mr. Aesthetic Live, do you know what this indicator is supposed to do? The bottom one? This red by default here? Because the top one was caps lock. Is this nums lock? Just aesthetics? Pretty cool. Oh, I see. There's little reset short outs there. And do you know if this this through hole LED on the left would be for the caps lock indicator if you wanted it? I'm assuming that's what that is. So you could have like it light up under the caps lock key. Yep. Okay, PCB is good. That's good news. Set this aside. Shut off the bottom LED since you have an allo case. Yeah, so the person that owns this keyboard is in the stream. You know, you can use VIA to basically do anything you want with the mapping and the lighting and all that. Easy mode. Don't have to use the QMK stuff anymore. That's a thing of the past. So we got some tools. And we got the plate. Just gonna move this over just a bit. Bring that up just a bit. There. Ooh, we got a few freebies here. Okay, nice. They include a little I'm probably not even gonna take that out. Actually, I'll just leave it. I don't need it. Spare components. I guess in case we had some, there's SMD LEDs in there. Looks like a couple, I don't know what those are. Maybe the flashy LEDs on the right. A couple screws. Okay, this looks like a diffuser of some kind, and some washers for, oh nice, washer stabilizer washers. These are probably the feet. Let's take the plate out. I'm not even going to use your cool screwdriver. Nice markings where all the gaskets go. And these are the gaskets. Don't think we're gonna need any of that. We will maybe need this unless it's in there already, and then these are handy. Okay. I'm gonna need some stabilizers. Let's get those nearby. I gotta steal these. We will need 1, 2, 3, and the long guy. Okay. That should be my, what is it, 6 1/4 U space bar. So we got the stabs. Clip these into a wire so I don't lose them. I'm going to be using the Duroc Classic V1 stabilizers. And we need screws for those. We use these fancy gold ones to match that. One, 2, 3, and we need one more set. Yes, I know. Even looping stabilizers is not fun, but I can tolerate 4 of them. Okay, now before I get into that, I want to study this assembly. And the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to sort this out. So we've got some, I assume you want the foam in there. This will help with the sound dampening a little bit. Looks like there's also some kind of a under PCB gasket material here. Yeah. This is probably, is that like supposed to help with diffusion if you use the see-through case? Or does it just fill up for acoustic purposes. I'm guessing this little guy is the diffuser for this LED. Oh, I see. I see. I see. So there's a transparent piece here. The two lights on the PCB, one is the top one for caps lock, and the bottom one is actually the indicator light for this. I'm guessing this guy will go on the PCB under in between there and be the diffuser. Badge is just a magnet. Okay. We'll take a look at that. This is secure. Yes. I'm gonna start off with check this and put the feet on so we don't scuff this like actually flawless, beautiful. Look at that. Woo-hoo. I don't know if you can see that well enough. This thing is. Don't mind the fingerprints. I just think that looks so good. Yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and apply the feet here. I actually liked how these feet look too. It actually like accentuates the I mean, it's a shame that keyboards like they have to make the bottom of the keyboard look good because it's like the biggest part that's on the case that's exposed. I guess it doesn't have to be that way. If you put like a big head on the thing, you know, you can play around with that. But if you want a small compact keyboard, this is really all the space you have to work with. So a lot of keyboards have the real fanciness and in the design on the bottom. Okay. Very nice, very nice. I'm thinking I will not disassemble this part. I don't think I really need to. Do we know what these are? Gonna guess this guy. No. Too big. That's the one. Let's just make sure these are tight. Yes. 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 Magnetic screws, yeah. These have like YFS 012.9, whatever that means on them. Imagine that with a white bottom. I don't know, man. I really, really like this purple and black. If I were ever to get a Think 6.5, I would definitely be looking at one of these colorways. I'll tell you what. Big fan of the purple and black. Okay, what do we got? How's this gonna come apart for me here? Woo! Woo-hoo! Yeah, so it looks like there's already a diffuser on that. Okay, so let's... Is there anything I need to do with this? Gaskets all get mounted on the plate, right? I think. PCB under the plate. Let's just look at this assembly real quick. I'm going to set the top housing to the side. There is some like cutaways in the screw holes. No, that's not a thing. Not sure what those cuts are for. On the center 4 screw mounts. There's some little relief cuts in there. No idea. Keep that secure. I do it on the case so you can use other plates in the future. Genius. That is a good idea. Yeah, so we need these, and this I think is not gonna get used. But okay, let's do actually quick look. Quick look at this guy. I think if what he's saying is correct, this just pops out magnetically. Yeah, so you get a spare diffuser right there for this badge. No idea why you needed that, but there it is. And there's a magnet here. So this piece just kind of... Oh, maybe you can buy... Ooh, that's interesting. You can probably buy other badges and then you use the other gaskets in the badge, right? That's got to be what that's for. Oh, that's really annoying to get square. Oh my god. How do you square that up? Just gotta drop it in. Oh! There, bottom in first. If you do take that out in the future, put the bottom in first. So while we have this, maybe I'll put the gaskets in. Let's just take a look at these gaskets. I want to see how this thing goes together before I mess around too much with the build. So these are just little foam strips. Yeah, plenty of these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see? I don't know. My lighting is terrible. I apologize. I have no solutions for lighting right now. Maybe I can make this a little better. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 4 spare. I think. Yep. Gaskets on both sides. Yeah, I like that idea. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Yeah, 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 okay. Let's see, I'm gonna test this fitting. So we take everything here. This guy's gonna go right now. This is gonna be floating on the gaskets. And then this. Uh-huh. Yep, and I can see how much room is in there. There's quite a bit of room for the gasket mount. So it like completely suspends the plate and the PCB hangs off. I wonder how that does with the connector being in there, you know? The whole thing is going to be moving, right? But I guess it's so small amount of movement, it shouldn't matter. They should probably standardize like daughter boards for the gasket mount type builds, I would think. But I think that's going to be good. Let's put the gaskets in now. While we've got this here. So this is very straightforward. Oh boy. Oh my god. Please. So like really annoying. That should be okay. I'm gonna put these in. Let's do the bottom ones first. Most annoying is getting these off. And keeping them very nicely aligned. Shouldn't really have to press them in too good. Should be just sitting there. Let's do 4. And we'll set the plate on just to see how that looks. Make sure everything is gonna go square in there. Okay, plate. So this guy just kind of floats on top like that. And this should fit over the gaskets. And if there's gaskets on this side, it'll sandwich the whole assembly. Yes, does indeed look that way. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay. Let's also check the PCB. So when we go to put the plate in, it's going to want to drop right in there. And yes, the PCB just drops in. And it looks like I might need to hook it under this gasket like that. Or cut the gasket. I might actually cut that gasket so it's 2 pieces. So if he ever takes the plate out, it'll just come right out. This hole right here where the USB port is. So let's do that now. And I suppose you probably don't need to install all the gaskets if you wanted a softer typing feel. Homero Co., hello. Good to see you. How's life? Ooh, that one's a little messy. That's all right. Okay, now there is my... Close your eyes. We're doing surgery. It's okay, baby. I got you. Nice. We're just gonna cut this little bit of gasket material away. Just to make it easier to get that plate in and out, if so required. Okay, very nice. See how I just cut a little slot there? Let's finish installing the rest of these. Yeah. (2021), we're not quite back to normal yet, are we? But we're getting there. Soon we're gonna see everyone's smiling faces in public again. I am sure. I can feel it. The energy is in the air. The plebeians have been vaccinated. Just kidding. This is gonna be sick. This gasket mount is super nice. I will not go full Cuba. No one should go full Cuba. Inside joke. Oh. Okay, bottom gaskets are in. Let's put on a couple top gaskets. I'll start with the 4 I did on the bottom first and just do a test fit again with the plate. Oh, these are going to be much harder to get straight. Holy smokes. Oh. Super annoying. Okay, got it. That one's perfect. The gaskets on the sides are weird. There's so much pour on. It's going to be pretty stiff again. I mean, could pull those gaskets off. They don't need to be there. I don't know. I mean, do you want a stiffer board? Do you want a softer board? Like, these are really soft gaskets. It's not like rubber. They're like real squishy. Yeah, you could take some gaskets off. You can peel these off. I'm gonna put them all in. I think all the gaskets are gonna be okay on this board, personally. But I guess we'll find out. Oh boy, come on. Leave out the sides or leave out the middle. Okay. Well, right now the bottom has all. I will leave out. I will just do these 4 on the top for now. Let's see how that feels. Super easy to add them back on the top, right? Let's see. It's interesting because this type of an assembly is actually really easy to work with. You just need to take out the 8 case screws. The 2 halves come apart. The top comes off, and your entire plate assembly can just lift right out of the board. There's no screws. That's so nice. So you could always just take it out, take some gaskets off, put it back together. It's 8 screws. And you got your fancy little tool included with the kit. Very nice. Two more on the top will do, just to see. Ooh, that one went in perfect. You gotta have a gasket by the arrow cluster, because you know that's where you're gonna be like mashing the case. The arrow cluster and the ASDF, or the WASDA area. Very important to have good support for your gaming keys, right? You don't want an unsupported WASDA. Okay? It's bad. All right, let's check that out. So this guy just sits there. I feel like I'm just being lazy not putting all the gaskets in. It's this is an FR4 plate as well. So, let's see. This isn't fully seated. What's going on here? There we go. Yes. Oh yeah, I can feel the sponginess. I don't know. There's also flex cuts on the plate. So there's flex cuts here. There's flex cuts at every gasket. This thing is pretty flexy. There's flex cuts in the middle too, all over the place. I don't know. I think it needs all the gaskets. They're quite soft. I guess the top ones don't even really do that much. It's It's really the bottom. Probably dampens it a little bit. I want to put them in. I'm putting them in. I'll tell you what. I'll leave out the one by the USB-C cutout. I'm going to put the other 3 in. Other gaskets have been easy, but the Think V2 ones wanted to... Yeah, they're like really spongy. But that's also why I think it's fine. Did you find it was too stiff for you? Or something? Did you have the FR4 plate also? Did this come with any other plates? Because this plate just seems like super flexy on its own. And here we can stick that little, where did my little diffuser go? Right here. This little diffuser. Boink, right in there. Very nice. And one more. See, I really like the space bar support too. Not too stiff. I just wanted to move them from my brother's FR4 plate to the... See, thank you for the wise advice of putting them on the case. Very smart. I think I would have been dumb and stuck them on the plate because it says gasket. Like, oh, hey, just insert these gaskets here. But this is so much better to do it this way. Now, the only problem would be is if somebody... He gets a plate from somebody who already put gaskets on the plate. Now you got double gaskets. Which, to be fair, might be an interesting experiment in and of itself. But, yeah. That's going to be mint. You know what? I can't bear that blank spot. I'm putting the last one in. We're going all the way. Just make it complete. Okay. No, that doesn't... Not easy to get that to slot in. Gotta get that just right. What am I doing? There, got it. I don't know, let's see, can you see the gaskets? Let's zoom in. Kind of hard, but there's the gaskets. You can see them sandwiching the plate. Everything's going to go together perfect. Yeah, this thing is nice. It's got all these relief cuts. It's gonna just feel perfect, I can tell. This board's great. And these switches feel really nice too. Okay, let's do the build. The fun part. Let's set the case aside for now. Keep this guy here. Gonna need these at some point. Start with lubing our stabs. My favorite part of any build, of course. The stabilizers. Okay. We're going to start with the insides of these housings, which I usually do all at once, with a little bit of a super lube, a lighter super lube than the grease. I mix the grease and oil, put a little bit of Teflon in there too, and this just works out just fine. Put all these points of contact in here, be pretty generous. To test out other plates, I have some palm ones that I got aftermarket. Yeah. Palm plate, that would be interesting. I've never used a palm plate. So far, my favorite has been brass. I built a Maja with a brass plate, and that board just sounds so good. It's stiff, but I find that I prefer that. Liberal coating of that. Good to go. And now the hellish part. First, just make sure we put the sliders back into the stabilizer housings correctly. And remember, kids, when you take your Durock V1 stabilizer keycaps off of the stabilized keys, make sure you apply even pressure to both sides of the keycap, otherwise you can pop the wire out. I learned that the hard way recently. Fortunately, I was able to get the wire back in without desoldering my entire keyboard, but that may not be the same for everyone. Okay, happy fun time. Dielectric grease. I already want to be dead. Oh, this gets so nasty. Okay, one done. We're making record time. Nice. Get a nice glob on there for you. Check that out. How's that look? What do you think? Too much? Too little? Just enough? It's almost always too little in my case, I find. The tribe. Oh my Lanta. Hello? Did I just get raided? How's it going? Niche Games? Pog? Welcome. We're building a keyboard. You guys know about keyboards? Not the kind of keyboard you play music on. Kind of keyboard you play video games on? Yes, sir, that's why we are here. Oh. Well, you came at the worst possible time where there's dielectric grease in my hand. Alright, rate my dielectric grease application on this stabilizer wire. Well, that's not very easy to see, is it? What do you think? Is that too much or too little? Ugh. Stabs are definitely not my favorite. Ugh. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the gloop part of building a keyboard. Thank you for following Mr. Lamartin Ball. Lamartin Ball. Yeah, screw stabilizers. and Mr. Nisha Games. Yeah, I don't know where they came from. I think I got raided. I'm not really sure. But thanks, everybody. I don't monetize my stream or do any advertisements. I'm just here for fun. Just FYI. But welcome. I love building keyboards. That's what I'm doing today. So hence why I'm streaming. Let's do the next glooping. I did raid you, man. It's good. We're here for the keeps. Alright, well, I'm gonna finish the glooping so I don't get dielectric grease on the case, but I'll show you what this cube is gonna look like in a second. So stick around. So this thing is a really sweet looking keyboard. Okay. Oh yeah, that one's nice and glooped. Hope you can see how much gloop is on this. Get the other side. Oh my gosh, that's way too much. This one's got a little bit too much. It's almost over. The pain and suffering. Click. Yes. I also cannot wait. I think they are going to sound very nice. I just had those 3 in the plate. Actually, here's the plate right here. And I clicked it while it was in the chassis just for like a second, and they just feel so good. I can tell this is going to be probably the best sounding keyboard. We'll compare it to my Maja, which I think also turned out really, really good, and we'll see which one sounds better. Okay, that's nice and gloopy. I'm sorry, you all have to suffer through one more absolutely painstaking stabilizer lube job, and then we're done. Then we can get on to the fun stuff. This one I'm just really gonna gloop good because it is the space bar. Let's see. Kind of like to scrape off some of the excess that pops out the back there. Oh yeah. These switches are... Do you know what the spring weighting is on these? What is it the tangerine housing spring that you use on these creamsicles? Or is it a spring swap? Do you use a different spring? 62? Okay, good. Sometimes I gotta be careful with the stab lube if it's like a really light... If it's a really light spring. I try to go a little bit lighter on the lube, but with 62 grams you should be fine. Almost always have to add extra on the space bar after I build it anyway. So we'll see. But just remember, kids, it's always easier to add more lube than to remove especially dielectric grease. Very nasty. Okay, I think we're in business. Alright, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and I'll show you the case. This is the colorway. That we are working with today. And as you can see, we're gonna have almost like a Halloween thing going on with the orange switches. I think it's gonna look sick. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. All right, happy fun time. Let's do the next least favorite part, which is putting the stabs on the PCB. So here's our PCB. Kind of wish the PCB was black, but you won't really see it that much, so whatever. We already tested the PCB. Everything's looking good. Got some little washers here. This should be more common. Nobody includes washers with the kit. Okay, so I had to put this in the correct position. Make sure I got the right wire here, first of all. Yes. Also, the big hole is for the hooks, right? Make sure these babies go in. Oh yeah. Very clean. Nice. Yeah, the Durock stabs fit this plate. They do hang off the PCB a bit though. I don't know if you can see, but the stabs are just proud of the plate just a little bit there. Or of the PCB. Should be okay, I hope. How long have you been building keyboards? No band-aids? No. I recommend against band-aids. Screw band-aids. Why would you want... I don't understand why people like the band-aid mod. It like makes it feel like wrong when you bottom out. I have been building keyboards, so my story is... What's my story? So, it's only been probably 2 years, I think. And really my first like 4 builds were OEM boards, like a Ducky, I think it was a Ducky 1, was the first one I took apart. Desoldered the whole keyboard, and it was it was a MX Clear, Cherry MX Clear keyboard that I took all the switches out, took the switches apart, and modded them with screwdrivers, by the way. I took all the switches apart with screwdrivers, and I didn't have a switch opener at the time, like one of these things. So using screwdrivers, I modded all the Cherry Clears with the Ergo Clear springs, you know, like 62 grams or whatever. And yeah, that first board, that was a learning experience. And at the time, I was prepping that board for my first. What I really bought into the hobby with was an SA keycap set from Kono.store, the SA Symbiosis Round 2 key set. That was like the moment when I got that key set in the mail. My entire wallet broke for the rest of my life. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. Now, like, the resources out there, there's so much more. Like, at the time, I was really struggling to find any information about keyboards. What was this group buy thing? The pricing is just insane. Like, none of it made any sense. But I paid the, $1.25 for the base kit for Symbiosis and whatever, the main stuff I needed for just a standard ANSI layout. And I don't know. There's something about the delayed gratification in this hobby that just makes it the most addicting thing once you are in. But it's like getting there that's hard because the prices are just absurd, but like it makes sense once you're in, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Oh, I hope these washers don't hit the... I'm going to have to test this, make sure it fits. I mean, they included these with the kit, so it should fit, right? I guess that does make sense, because the whole thing is going to be floating. Let's just see. Yeah, there's a ton of room inside. Well, the gaskets... I just want to check. I just want to make sure that that is going to drop in nicely. Yes, it is, I think. I'm a lurky man. I'll be back later. Hopefully I catch the finishing touches. Beautiful. Yes, I hope so too. Alright, let's get the rest of these in. Okay. Yeah, these fit great. And we're gonna do the shift key. Okay, and the enter key. Okay, my favorite. Beautiful. Nice and easy. There's a switch on this thing. On, off. What is that for? Oh, those spare parts were LEDs. They're the small ones. Okay. Let's okay. One at a time. So I normally don't like when there's lyrics in my music. I just picked some playlist for this stream that said royalty free. Who knows if that's even true or not. But I'm kind of liking this song. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Does anybody know what that on-off switch is for? Does it literally turn the keyboard off? Or is it for those LEDs? I hope these washers don't get in the way of the switches poking through. I don't think they will. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense because there's not going to be a switch there. Oops, washer please. Washer. Get in there. Quite nice that they included those. Okay. Stabilizers, boys. Moving free. Very nice. Yes. Yo, I just saw an ad for an all-electric Hummer. So, my thoughts on electric vehicles. Very interesting. I actually kind of want one. To be honest. I think it'd be really convenient for where I live to have an electric vehicle. Because I don't do like long distance driving very often. Maximum like 50, 60 miles. And I don't drive that often either. And they're just so low maintenance. Like no matter what with the... Ooh, yeah, okay. No matter what with a traditional gas-powered engine, you have so much maintenance to do, like guaranteed. Just gonna leave those switches in there. Thanks for mounting these 3 for me. Appreciate that. Oh, dude. This keyboard is going to look great with anything. I really think you should try to get your hands on an GMK Mecha 01. I am in on that group buy, by the way, so you know, could be an opportunity there. Because it just like screams the purple is going to just be perfect for it. Okay, switch time. And I'm going to start heating up the old soldering iron here as well. How's that sound? Oh, Aesthetic Live. Bless you. Right side is rightmost slots. Left side is leftmost slots. My wife says so. Oh, bless her soul. Bless her soul. Okay. Let's do a few more of these. Get the corners here. Were all these switches tested, by the way? Were they in your other board? Oh. Come on, baby. Get in there. Ow. They were in your hot swap. I think there's 5 in there for you. Alright, cool, dude. Get in the plate now, please. Oh, man. I should just press these into the plate first. There's no reason to have this like this. Let's get the corners in. Yeah, the pins on this fit quite nicely into the PCB, which is good. But that makes this process a little bit. I gotta get the initial height set correctly. There we go. And let's do this corner. Oh yeah, it slides right in. And this corner. Okay. Get this one lined up. Got it. Perfect. 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 And perfect. Very nice. Okay, where am I? Put them all into the plate first, then drop them all into the PCB as one unit. I'm gonna try this first. This is what I usually do, and it hasn't failed me yet. Like this one. Well, that's interesting. This particular switch, somebody cut the legs off. Let's stick another one in there next to it. Usually once you get the initial couple switches in, it's okay. But I guess with the flex cuts on this thing, man, like the plate is so flexible that I might have to do that. Because it's just not, it might be easier. Yeah, that is tricky. That is tricky. Yeah, we might be doing it that way. Just because, at least on the edges, where those flex cuts are, like this is so flexible here. Like it goes, but it's just tight enough that pushing on it, I don't know if I can get it to snap. Even this one's not snapped. There we go. Yep, let's do that. That's happening. I've never had to do that before, but with these pretty aggressive flex cuts here, yeah. I don't want to break the plate trying to push them in. We'll get them all in around the edges where those flex cuts are. And then we'll do the middle once those are soldered in place. Because the other thing is, if I put them all in, then I got to line everything up perfectly once it goes into the... to get it on the plate, which may, or on the PCB, which may not be that bad. I don't know. I've never had to do that before. Nice. These are perfect. I checked all the pins, but that plate is tight. Foam would also help keep the plate up, but I don't know if the client wants the foam. Yeah, do you want the foam, Mr. McDuck? I'm gonna assume yes. I would have put it in. Very beautiful. Let's just experiment with that real quick and see how that feels going in. Because we're going to have to line all those pins up. Yeah, that's going to be fine. We could probably do the whole plate that way. I've never done this before, but it is gonna work. Get the old tab key going. I'll spare the bottom row. These are gonna have to go in. Right meow. Yeah, the plate is tight. There's even flex cuts here. These ones should drop in pretty easy. I'm gonna leave those out. This does get a switch, I believe. That one will go in pretty easy too. There's some relief there. Are there any others that need to go in now? This one. That one right there is so dangerous. Look at the plate cutouts around this. like right here. And on this side, the whole thing is just hanging there. So we gotta be especially careful when I push this through here. This thing is just flapping in the breeze. Oh. Gentle. Got it. Yeah, that would have been ugly. Trying to push that in with the whole thing in the thing. The rest of these should be pretty safe. Let's get one here too. Why not? Like once it starts soldered, start getting this soldered, it'll the switches will support the plate. Maybe I'll do like 2 here, 2 or 3 maybe. Get like 1 here. Make sure to put it the right way up. One here. Yeah, that's no problem. Okay, let's start with that. Oh, that locks in super nice. Kind of. Kind of got to press it together. Get those pins through. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna solder a couple in. This side. That elephant trunk is dope. Found this on Amazon. I was like, you know, I've seen the, you know, people use like PC fans and stuff for fume extraction, but there's just something about the fume extractor. I don't know. I just had to do it. Let's just make sure that that's fully seated. Yes, that is fully seated. Everything is looking great there. That pin is not going through the PCB. We'll have to fix that one. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna solder the other corner. Try to get one on each corner there. This one especially, which has got 2 optional positions there. Okay, get this other corner here. And this one. That one is also got a squished pin. Here, we'll do this one. Oh, that is... Stand by. What is going on here? We've got multiple squished pins. Okay. We've got both of these have a squished pin. Oh man, these are tight. Damn. Oh. Okay, there's that guy. Okay, clear. Still quite tricky to get that in. I'll tell you what. She's in. And then this one on the corner. Squishy. Okay. Perfect. Let's fix that other one, which is this guy right here. Oh, Jesus. Pulling these is like pulling Zelios. Like that top housing. Nah, it's all good. This can happen. Happens probably more often than you would think. And it could have even happened when I went in and put the whole plate in, because it's hard to spot check everything. That's why I was afraid of putting all the switches in at the same time, because you can't really... Normally you can check every pin as you go, make sure it's lined up. Okay, that's all good. Everything is through. Yep, we're good. Now let's just bang out those couple on this bottom row here, or top row actually. So I like to just kind of press down on the switches too to make sure that while I'm soldering these in, it kind of tucks everything together. At least until you get kind of like the bottom and the top row done. Not that it really matters too much, but it just helps a little bit. Keeping everything perfectly square. And flush. So I recently built a stacked 65, which was really interesting because there is really nothing on that keyboard that keeps it stiff. It's got a polycarbonate plate. And it has all, acrylic housing parts, so nothing there is particularly stiff, and they're all thin laser cut acrylic. So, like, the whole thing is just warped. Even after putting it together, it's noticeable. So it's nice when you have these aluminum housing keyboards, especially with like an FR4 plate that adds some straightness to it as well. They're nice and straight. Anything that kind of adds straightness to the assembly kind of helps keep it all square. And I guess with a gasket mount, it's actually quite important that, now that I think about it, that the plate and the PCB come out square, because the housing is not directly impinging on the assembly here to help press it flat like you would get in like an OEM keyboard. So like an OEM keyboard, doesn't really matter if the PCB is flat or if the, because they have this like steel plate usually. Keeps everything really straight. So in this case, it's PCB is freaking flat as a pancake, and so is the plate. So it's interesting. Oh, another bent pin. Missed one. We'll get that real quick. This guy. Right, y'all. Jeez. These are so tough to get out. Oh my god. Oh, I might be replacing this switch completely. This housing's gonna be cracked. For sure. Oh. That's the right one. Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna pop a new one in there. I need that one later. We'll come back to it. That one went in nice and easy. Beautiful. Yeah, unclip and push from the bottom. Yeah, that's what I should have done. It's like not an easy way to do that though. Okay, we've got still a couple more switches we can put in. Some solder here. Okay, let's do some of these guys. That one doesn't quite look like it's fully, yeah. It's just got some give to it. It's funny, some of them, the pins are real tight, and some of them seem like they just float in and out. That's alright. Also, tell me how cool that would have looked. I sent Creamsicles to throw in there. Hey man, I got all kinds of switches. I don't have a lot of linears though. If you want like one particular switch that's like a different color or just like weird, you know, I can throw something in there for you. It's like you want one like, usually what I like is like one like box navy switch on like the FN key or something. This is some like super absurd. You know? Still got the arrow cluster there, a couple over there. That guy's done, that guy's done. Let's get the arrow cluster. There's a little pad there. I don't know what that's for. Strange look to it. Looks like maybe a grounding point or something. more up y'all. This guy. We're making progress here. We are making progress. Very nice. Let's just take a look at what we got. Make sure everything's looking okay. Make sure everything's moving here. Yes, stabilizers are okay. Before I go any farther, I'm just going to drop it in to the bottom housing, drop the top housing on. Just check the fit one more time. And who's that? What do we got here? Duck Butter. What's up, Duck Butter? Duck Butter. Welcome. Welcome and thank you for checking out this wonderful keyboard. Oh my god, this thing is gonna be so nice. Whew. Yes, that, look at that. That just drops in perfect, flush. Everything's perfectly flush. Very nice fit. Let's check the top. Top is gonna go on like, watch that little diffuser there. Does that need to be like glued in or something, or is the plate gonna hold it in place? Fit is mint. Stabs are moving free. No issues, no weird issues. I think we're in business here, boys. Let's continue this process. Okay. These are all soldered in, right? Yes. Check, make sure they're looking level. Any outliers? We don't want any wonkiness. I'll tell you, I don't know about this one right here. Oh yeah, that one's a little wonky. Not fully seated. Everything else looks very nice. We got one switch that's not fully seated in the plate. It's this guy. Let's see if we can correct that. I might need to pull it out actually. We'll see. It's just barely out of the plate. I don't know, it's just like not quite seated all the way. Let's try a little desolder here. Looks good. Now, can I get that in without pulling the switch? Because these are just too much of a pain. Oh yeah, I got it. I think. Can't quite tell. It's still actually, it's not like fully clipped. You know what it is too? It might be the thickness of the FR4. Is the FR4 plate like thicker than a usual plate would be? That might be part of what's going on here. These things are just such a pain to get fully seated. There we go. Got it. That it clicked. Okay. Now, can we get the rest of the switches in? Going standard with the caps lock. Standard layout caps. That guy seated in quite easily. Standard left shift. Standard bottom row. Nice. Standard spacebar. The other thing that's possible is, you know, you can do like a stiffer space bar. I had a keyboard set up like that for a little while. Ended up not really liking it. It feels like you want more. I prefer consistency on all the... this one. That's a bit stiff. Get it? Think so. Yes. Whew. Oh yeah, I will. I'll probably do a typing test in the video here. I've got to mount keycaps on it, but thinking I should probably put my GMK set on it. I only have one GMK set, but it's either that or an OEM set. See how these puppies go in now. Clean. They're going in clean. Nice. That did the trick. Now I can make sure all the pins are aligned so they don't bend anymore. That one was crunchy. This plate is so flexible. All these flex cuts that, like that switch just like, there. Getting it to snap in is, eey. Got it. Nice. Listen to that. Did you hear that? They sound so nice. They don't even have caps on them yet. Okay. Nice. Okay. Yes, you can almost feel it. It is starting to take shape. It is starting to take its final form. A keyboard. It was born a pile of parts. Ooh, that's my wonky, messed up one. Okay. Okay. Yes, this row's clicking in quite nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. My poor fingers. Okay, looking good there. That will not want to click in for me. Why not? Come on. No. Why you not clicking? try to get the next one in and see. That one will go in or not. Unless the plate is depressed slightly. It is having a mild bout of depression. Let's try the next one. That one went in. It's just this spot right here. We're gonna deal with it. Click. And last but not least, that one didn't want to click either. Alright, I'm going to try to get the spacebar out and then see if we can't get some leverage on that and get it to click in. These two guys here. Maybe this one here. That one was a little soft. Yep, not clicked on either of those two. Just these two. You don't want to click in. It's really that whole area of the plate is kind of depressed slightly. It's not like really bad, but the other one's all clicked in so nice. It's just the plate. Hey, what's up? Is that Tangies and Creams? Creamsicles? Yes. That is exactly what this is. Mr. Official Q-Face. That is exactly what you're looking at here. Well, it's the cream stem and the full Tangy housing. I was looking up this switch before I started this build, and I saw some people say that they were using the top housings from the creams and just the bottom housing from the tangerines. So that was interesting. Okay, that one just clicked. I don't think I'm getting that any more inserted. That looks good. Okay, let's solder it up. You were correct, 5 spare switches. White, well, the plate is black. And we've got white PCB. If you meant what plate, it's the FR4 plate. Definitely. She's a thick boy. Let's finish up our soldering here. You think Tangies and alu plate is a good combo? What did I build that had an aluminum plate? I think I've done like 2 or 3 builds that had aluminum plates. And I don't really like aluminum plates that much. I mean, I think the plate is just preference. I don't think it matters what switches you're putting in it. Maybe it does. Maybe they kind of play with each other a little bit. I don't think it's like... Never put the space switch back in. Yeah, I felt like the aluminum plates I've tried are just meh. They felt pretty stiff. I think I'm getting an aluminum plate on something, the 7V. I think that's a gasket mount. So I don't think I've tried aluminum plate gasket mount. That was a tray mount, I think both times I've tried it. So, in one case, it was actually, I think, it was the, what is that board? DZ60 alu plate, and it was okay. But I've since had better. Brass is just amazing. This FR4, I'm curious. This is the first full-size, not full-size, 65% board that I've tried with an FR4 plate. So that'll be interesting. Check it out. I think it's gonna be good. The PC plate. Is that what's in the regular V1 Think 6.5? I think it just depends so much on the housing too, and the mounting method. It's hard to judge just on plate material. That's just something you have control over, which is nice, right? But I think what makes the biggest impact is the design of the housing, the mounting, and how straight everything is. Definitely the switches and the keycaps for sure as well. You'd be amazed at how big of a difference just going from like OEM PBT caps to Cherry Profile GMK. Like the difference between those two is so significant. You wouldn't expect it. or SA. You could try SA. I've yet to try CAT. I'm still waiting for my CAT keycaps. Been waiting forever. But those all sound pretty different, feel different. Like I went from SA profile to GMK profile on these really aggressive, those Moyu Black Everglide switches. I couldn't stand those switches with SA, but I put GMK on it and it was like, oh, this is entirely tolerable now. It's like, okay. And I use that keyboard to this day pretty often. So let's do a little zoom view here. How long are you gonna be at this? I am almost done with the soldering, so this is gonna be like half an hour probably from this point. The housing's like done. I did the gaskets already. So once this is done, it's drop it in, put the 8 screws in, put keycaps on it, test it, done. That's like a half hour probably, maybe 45 minutes. As long as there's no problems. If there's problems, I'm solving them tomorrow. I'm not gonna solve all the problems tonight. I'm not worth solving problems tonight. God bless your soul, man. I love you. Believe me, I would solve all your problems if I could. But alas. Turns out I got too many of my own problems. Can barely solve my own problems, you know what I'm saying? This little guy right here, we're gonna get him good. Bro, I want to put a pink LED in this caps lock, I'm telling you right now. How about that? How do you feel about that? Like, how dank would that be? So a little pink guy. You push the caps lock, pink light comes on. Yeah? Yeah. For the steez. What a rip. We'll see. I'll check it. Let's see how it looks first without it. It's already got a caps light, so doesn't really need it. I don't know why they even added those LEDs there. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe you can remap what the LED indicator does. Like, can you change what that does? and then have it be like numlock or something, and then the indicator for caps lock is on the caps lock key. I don't know. What are all the possibilities? Okay, these were the feisty ones. Make sure these are well pressed. Plate is being feisty in this area. Right, yawn by the space bar. And make sure these guys are secure. Okay, only a few left. Almost done. Yeah, 30 minutes probably, I'd say. At this point, literally have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 switches left to solder in. So we're nearly done with that. These ones. See if they're straight. This one will be fine. Alright, it's just the space bar, and then we are done. All important space bar. Did I get them all? Just eyeballing this up. Oh, I missed this guy right over here. That's an important one. That's the backspace key. You need that. At least I need that. Maybe you don't need that. You don't need a backspace key, right? Flawless typing only on this keyboard. Okay, I think we are in business. Who types on a keyboard? Why am I bother soldering it? You just leave the whole thing. It's like hot swap, except there's a 99% chance that the keys won't work when you take them in and out. If you bend the pins just right, you can make contact and get a lucky key press occasionally. Alright. I think this is in good shape. Should we just double check the... Let's check it. Let's check it out. Make sure we didn't brick everything here with my soldering. LEDs are still working, so that's a good start. Let's put the key sounds on. Oh. That's our other thing. We're in business. We didn't break it. That's good. Now, very important. Very important question to answer. Do we need to install this? This very, very important question. Okay. You can help me decide. Answer. Okay. Take this. And we put it long pin on the inside. Wait, it doesn't do anything. That's right? Long pin is positive on these LEDs, right? I don't think it does anything. Unless it's a bad LED. Let's just try, make sure. Yeah, 100% doesn't do anything. Alright, disregard. I was really hoping to make a flashy LED under that keycap, but... it, alas, does not function in that manner. Maybe like a switch or something. Maybe that's what that switch does. I have no idea. It's fine. We're leaving it. We're done. Everything works. We're going to put her together and do a little testorino with some keycaps. What do you say? F. It's fine. Totally unnecessary. Nobody even uses caps lock indicators. This is all good. Okay. LEDs go away. Now, you have come back at the right time, my friend. perfect timing. So there's this thing, which I don't really know if this is like gonna do anything, but it's kind of cool, right? Does it go? Like so? Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Can you play the melody to Funky Town? Oh, probably not. Wait, I can try. Where does that plate foam go with the keys? Plate foam. Yeah, we're not using plate foam, turns out, because I forgot to install it. That would have had to have gone in before I put any keys in, so we're not using plate foam at the end of the day. This is backwards. Although, there's probably, yeah, I think this rubber bit, I don't know if it's like supposed to be a diffuser or like an insulator, so if you accidentally press really hard on your keyboard, it won't like bottom out the pins. On the housing. And come on. This is a little tricky. There we go. Yep, I can feel the gaskets at work. If you like push down on the top housing, you can feel the sponginess. Oh. Where is... All right, boys. I'm gonna loosely install. Should I have tested the plate alone with caps first? Just to make sure there was no sticking. Okay, interesting. So these do have like a hard bottom out. Let's just check that. Yep, that all looks good. Think 6.5. Look at it. Can I get like better lighting here? What if I turn this light off? Nope, that's even worse. I still have to finish putting the screws in. But she's almost done now. All the keys are in working order. Everything's tested. We just need to install some keycaps, make sure those stabs are looking good. In fact, before I install any more housing screws, let's do that. Because there could be issues with straightness or something, or flatness in here. We can always fix that later. So what I'm gonna do is a little borrowing from my cyberboard. The client has Analog Dreams to go on this, which is going to be quite wild. I'm just going to put my own personal GMK on this just to test it. This is just white on black. First Love. Oh. This is going to sound incredible. I don't know what GMK First Love looks like. Oh, this is a pain. What am I doing? I don't need the F-row. And let's also get rid of this Artisan. That can stay up here for now. Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be quite nice. Let's do, before I start dropping in all the one use, let's get the, be careful here. There we go. Always be careful when pulling stabilized keys, my friends. Stay safe out there with your stabilizer wires. Alright, we got to turn the music off real quick. Hang on. Also, I don't need this anymore, right? Sorry. Just for a moment. This is it. I'm just gonna let you hear what this shift key sounds like, and then I'm gonna turn the music back on, put the rest of the caps on, but just stand by, right here. That sounds so good. I mean, to me anyway. I don't know if you could hear that, but let's check the spacebar. Let's check the spacebar. Oh, I hate pulling these spacebars off. Makes me cringe every time. Oh. Just do the spacebar. Make sure it's in the right spot and everything, you know. That would be annoying if I had to move that. Oh, that sounds good. I don't know, man. Just a little ticking right there. Hardly, though. Very clean. I'm not a fan of linears at all, but I'll tell you what, this might change my mind. We'll see. There's already cat hair being attracted to it. Apologies in advance if your keyboard comes with an extra pound of cat hair caked onto all the lube. He's got plans for Analog Dreams to go on this. I'm just putting white on black on here just for testing. Alright, music's coming back on. We're going to put the rest of the keycaps on. tell you what, I'll give you $5 worth of salt in the box. How's that? It's included. Courtesy. Oh, all right. Let's finish this up. This is going to be slightly annoying because I have to pull this off of my own keyboard. But it's the best set I got to do it justice. White on black actually is going to look really good on this board anyway. Let's get the rest of the mods. There could yet be problems we have not discovered yet. Let us discover the problems. Nope, enter key's good. Crimson Cadet is so nice. Was before my time. Hope they do an R2. I forget what Crimson Cadet looks like. Crimson Cadet has the Space Cadet sub-legends. Is that correct? It's like a straight red set. Like white and red or something. Yeah, sub-legends. Yeah. Red and white. Yeah. Just leave them on there. Bro, this is my only GMK. I need this kit, this whole kit so badly. I'm waiting on like so many GMK keycaps right now. I wouldn't have a set for this and I'd just be poor. Oh, this is gonna sound so good, dude. I'm so happy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is like the cheapest GMK kit you can buy, by the way. You should just get one of these sets on drop next time they run it. Because this is going to look fire. Fire. Let's see if I can get these a little quicker with this. Pro tip, get yourself the CIY switch and keycap puller. Because exactly this reason. Those ink blacks. These are Moyu blacks. Niche Games raided me, I believe. I just missed the notification, but I saw him come into chat, and I was like, oh, I don't know Niche Games. Who's Niche Games anyway? Does anyone know? Can anyone tell me? Did I get super lucky today? He's still accidentally live showing your stream. Yeah, I thought he raided me. That was cool. I don't get rated. Just random. Appreciate it. I hope some of his viewers stuck around for this part, because this is the fun part right here. I can't believe how good this looks. This is perfect. Yeah, these are Moyu blacks. Sound difference here. Check it out. I'm sure he rated you. His brother makes TikToks about cooking and has over 1.8 million? Moyus are very tactile, yes. Take a listen to that. Yeah, I could almost not tolerate these. I had to really lube them heavily. They're also kind of just stiff. They feel stiff too. And they have short travel, which is kind of annoying. But they're very smooth. And if you're prone to accidentally hitting keys, like when you don't mean to, they're great for that because the tactility makes it like almost like a plateau. You can almost set your whole hand on there. You're not going to accidentally press them, but when you do press them, they go down. They like, you're guaranteed to bottom out. Very tactile indeed. Okay. Nothing's interfering. I mean, I've built a few keyboards. I would hopefully have caught you in your lie, but I trusted you. I remember what you said because it's like when you do that, it's almost always you go to the outside of the spacebar on standard layout. I remember that from past builds. The trickiest one is the DZ60. If you've built a DZ60, you can do anything because that thing has like 8 different layouts on the bottom row. Whew. Do the creamsicles bottom out on the stem or on the legs? Because it kind of sounds like a holy panda, the way it bottoms out. Yeah, should be stem. That's what it sounds like. That's why they sound so good. Anything that bottoms on the stem just seems like it sounds the best. That's a nice switch, definitely. Oh, yeah. Woo! How's our straightness? I gotta check the straightness. The way the pins go in on these switches, everything should be really straight, I think. It would be hard to correct it. You know, for how much I've used this GMK set, it hasn't really shined too bad yet. Did I get that right? No. I never get that right. Gotta have it right. Oh god, the fingerprints. Oh. The creamsicles look like LEDs. You can see the Tangy housing popping through. You can. It looks really nice in person. The orange looks really nice in person, actually. Like, probably doesn't do it justice to see it through the camera. Let me just check how straight these are. I don't know how well I could adjust them even if they weren't straight. It's actually kind of hard to tell how straight they are with these black caps. They look pretty good. Ooh. Ooh. The lube prints. All right. All right, let's hang on. I do want to do the Eva theme. Yeah, I mean, it would look so sick. I got to put those last 2 screws in. Everything is looking good enough, I think, to do that. There's 6 screws. Let's do that real quick here. Finish that up. Those lube prints are going to be there forever, dude. Permanently ingrained into the anodize. Super lube. No, I'm just kidding. Just need to find a neon green badge. That would be nice. Can you change those colors? Are those RGB or are they just red? Or no, they were. No, because the one when I turned on the caps lock, it was white. Ugh. Okay. We're locked in. Lens and alcohol wipes are just a wet paper towel. Yeah, we'll clean it up. We'll clean her up real nice. Okay, shall we? Let's do this. Oh, right. Keyboard's not plugged in. Stand by. Good thing it's not April Fool's Day. I don't know if you guys saw Monkey Type on April Fool's Day, but it was pretty funny. All right, somebody get the words per minute bot going. Just kidding. That's completely unnecessary. Ooh. Oh. Look at your little light here. Oh. Oh. It like turns pink. Look at, with the white and the red, the like combination of them. I don't know how well my camera picks that up. That's pretty cool. Did you shut the LEDs off on the bottom? He did not. I let him know about the physical switch. Wait, what does that physical switch do? I missed that. What does it do? Did you shut the LEDs off on the bottom? Still has the carrot, yeah. I saw the switch, but what does it do? Okay, here's the mic. Bringing the mic right down there. Right next to the keyboard. Is this better with the light on? I don't know. It can turn off the bottom LEDs, but keep the badge LED. So you turn off all the light, then turn the switch to off. And when you turn on the badge LED, the bottom will stay off. Are you talking about the underglow? Stops the signal to the underglow. Okay. Well, the underglow is hidden anyway. Okay. Can you guys see Monkey Type? I gotta check. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Right? Yeah, that's on the screen. All right, here we go. Ooh. Issues with the shorting and burning out the underglow on stuff. Some of the alu cases. Plus there's light leakage in the middle of the case. Is there really? I don't see it. But I trust you, and I will consider doing that once this is all done. I'll take it apart one more time, and I'll flip the old switch. Yeah, there's definitely no need for that underglow to be on, so I will flip it off. Keep the badge, so you turn off all the light and turn the switch to off. Yeah. Nice board, sounds good. It definitely does. I gotta take my headset off. Let's see. One more. Yeah. My cat is like, what do you want? My cat is yelling at me. What the heck? Oh. Yes. Yes, Scrooge can do it as well. I don't know. I'll double check and make sure that's how it works, and I'll switch it off probably because, like you said, if there's any issues, like there's no need to have those LEDs just creating heat in the aluminum housing. Like you were saying. Although, I don't know if it'd be any different if it was a PC housing or something, so they should be fine, but might as well save their lifespan if I can turn them off. And you can't tell if they're on or off very easily, so it's just better to have them off. Oops. Alright, okay, this is for my YouTube, so I'm going to do a YouTube on this, so here we go. So this is a Think 6.5 V2 built with the FR4 plate, Creamsicle switches with 62 gram springs, lubed and filmed. I left out the case or the PCB and plate foam, but it does have the rubber gasket underneath in the housing. It's gasket mounted. I included all the gaskets. This is just GMK white on black on here. We're going to do a little typing test, see how it sounds. All right, now let's do. We'll do this. Woohoo! I think this board sounds phenomenal. Let's do a quick comparison to the Maja that I built. Let's just roll it here. Not a totally fair comparison because this is brass plate and DSA keycaps. The flex, let's check the flex. That's a good idea before I do that. So you can see, I mean, it's firm, but it has like an even give, if that makes sense. I mean, I really like how this board feels. This is exactly what I would prefer. And even with linear switches, which I honestly don't really like linear switches that much, this thing, it feels really good to type on. I prefer tactiles. But The bottom out is like soft. I mean, you can just tell by the sound of it. Listen to it. It sounds soft. The flex is, yeah, it's pretty firm, but it has like a nice even give. I think this board has like no give at all. So definitely more give than that, like what I'm used to, or my cyberboard. That board has zero give as well. Very stiff. Yeah, even over here by the sides, you can see, I don't know if you can see the movement there. Probably not too well there. Here. It moves. You can see it move. I mean, the flex cuts make it, the localized areas have a little more give. It doesn't move the whole thing, I guess. It's interesting. You're a cultured man. Yes, of course. Cherry MX Browns. All the way. No, just kidding. All right, now listen. So, it's a quick sound comparison. Man, this thing sounds so good. Oh. There you go. Little sound comparison for you, just in case you were wondering what the Maja with DSA keycap sounded like in comparison. This is brass plate. All right, let's get the music back on here. What is the group buys look like for this? Like, what? I don't know anything about this keyboard. I wasn't like in on the group buy or anything, so I don't know how hard this is to get, or if this is only aftermarket right now. Is this like round 2 or round 3 or whatever? I don't know anything. Let's get the mic back. Ugh. One day unlimited group buy back in July. Sorry about the fingerprints. Okay. So that's the build, boys. V2 GS doesn't do rounds. Most likely won't be a V3. Yeah. I've just been streaming the builds that I do. You know, anytime I do anything keyboard hobby stuff, I just do a stream just for fun. I like talking to the people while I'm building stuff. A lot of people have good advice, or just sharing experiences with this stuff. It's good. It's really interesting. Actually, streaming this kind of stuff makes me wish there was tools like this streaming in general, like at my regular workplace. Shut the bottom LEDs for no problems. Yes, in fact, I will flip the board over and set it up so that I remember that. I will do that. There, it's set, so I don't forget to shut the bottom LEDs off. She's done. Big boy. What did you guys think? Is he around? Where did he go? Oh yeah, there he is. Come here, you're gonna be internet famous again. Say hello to the internet. Aesthetic Lives now following. Thanks, man. Oh, can you hear me? Sorry. Thank you for the follow. What a good boy. Bless the internet. Give them your blessing. Black Creek Bandit. What's up, man? Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. There will be more of these keyboardy, streamy thingies. I also stream other stuff randomly sometimes. Always welcome to come hang out. My next thing is gonna be I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be Cat Oasis is coming in eventually here. I think it's going to the vendors now, and when I get Cat Oasis in, I'm gonna be building a rose gold KBD 87 MK2. It's like a TKL. It's gonna be sweet. Thanks for doing this. Killer time tonight, man. Dude, yeah, this is great. Anytime you want to build more keyboards, let me know. My pleasure. This is just fun for me. My pleasure. Really nice. It was an honor. It was an honor to build this extremely beautiful board. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate it. Everybody hanging out. Love goes out to everybody. Don't spend too much money on keyboard stuff. Yeah. I think that's about it for tonight. Say goodnight to the cat. He's down there. Alright, I'm out, boys. Thanks again. See you next time.